I want to show you a little video here of what happened that day when my partner Mike and I were descending from the summit of Mount Rainier.
It's every mountaineer's worst nightmare.
All of a sudden I started accelerating into the snow. Mike got dragged closer to the lip of the crevasse, got pulled over the lip of the crevasse, and the two of us tied together went all the way to the bottom.
80 feet down, where no one can hear your cries.
And then I finally had to admit that my friend was gone, and I was alone down in the crevasse. And I realized at that point that really I was climbing not just for me, but for my partner too. That's a source of strength. Even though I'm overwhelmed, I can use that to keep climbing higher. So I'd made it off the mountain, but I was a lost soul. I had lost my climbing partner and best friend. But it's when things get difficult, that's when you learn the most. If you'll come with me today on this adventurous journey, from these intense experiences, we'll distill out how you can cultivate a resilient mindset for facing change, challenge, and uncertainty. And then I thought about it a little bit more and I realized maybe it's not so much about climbing out of glacial crevasses, but other crevasses in life. Things like financial troubles and health concerns, pandemics. Those are the kind of crises and crevasses we're all going to encounter. Think about all the challenges you've all faced in the last 2 years, at home, at work, at school. Think about all the things you've learned and done. You get to take that with you and refine yourself and your community into a better version of what it was before and move forward and start taking on the next challenge. In our hands, we have these ice tools or ice axes, various shapes and sizes, but always with a razor sharp pick. Now, I fly a lot, and I don't know if you tried to go through TSA with one of these in your luggage. You gotta try carrying 2 of these in your luggage.
Breaking story, the worst earthquake to hit Nepal in 80 years.
Dozens of climbers are waiting for rescue at Mount Everest base camp after a deadly avalanche. 4 Americans are among the 18 people who died in that disaster. It also left more than 100 mountaineers stranded higher up the slopes of Mount Everest.
It was a huge avalanche and a huge powder blast.
They had 70 people wounded and 18 people killed instantly, making it the deadliest day ever on Mount Everest.
Just harrowing. And joining me now on the phone from Everest is mountain climber Jim Davidson, who stranded on Mount Everest at this point.
So we'll keep our fingers crossed for all our compatriots down in the ice fall. And we'll see what happens over the next couple hours.
Now, if you get in a tough situation, you want to try and add to the team's resilience, not subtract from it. And that means a couple things. First of all, you're going to have situational awareness. Absolutely, fear is contagious, but so is confidence. And you want to be the one that injects some confidence into the team. Now, that doesn't mean you have all the answers or that the situation's not scary or difficult. What it means is you have confidence that your partners and you can somehow figure this out and get through this tough time. You see, once you accept the reality of it, then you can start asking yourself, what do we need to do to try and maximize our safety and security and start moving forward again? And really what you're trying to do is spark resilience. Spark resilience in your teammates, and by doing so, it sparks resilience back in you. You lift them up a little bit, and then tomorrow, they'll lift you up a little bit. Psychologists have noticed post-traumatic stress for years, and we talk about that, but also something else can come along with it. PTG, post-traumatic growth. Literally growth after trauma. And really what you're doing is forging a new reality. We can't bring the people back, we can't change what happened. Instead, what we can do is take those strengths with us and forge a new reality, and from that post-traumatic growth, we can distill some strength, some vision, some resilience that we take with us onto the next challenge. Going through these tough times is actually making me more resilient for even tougher times ahead. Hardship forges hardiness. So in 2017, I went back and we did it all over again. We summited just before sunrise and got these beautiful views from the top of the mountain. Now, each of these trips taught me a little something that I took with me onto the next set of challenges. How can we grow? How can we grow in the moment to meet the challenge? You find yourself in a better version of you, a better version of your club, a better version of your community. Go back to the top and do it all over again. What's your source of resilience? Maybe it's the folks that raised you, your spouse, your kids, your favorite grandmother who taught you so much when you were young, your faith, your honor code. Those are the things that will give you resilience. And if you know where your resilience comes from, you'll be able to tap into it that much faster when things get tough. That's how we grow to meet the moment. That's how you make yourself ready for the next challenge, the next opportunity, the next Everest ahead. Stay safe, stay resilient. Thanks for listening.